Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm flying from Manila to Delhi with an exciting layover in Hong Kong. But before takeoff, let's explore the Cathay Pacific Business Class lounge here at NAIA Terminal 3. As soon as I entered, I was greeted by a serene sunlit space, a comforting oasis away from the usual airport bustle. The lounge's warm, contemporary design set the perfect stage for relaxation before my long-haul adventure. First up, breakfast. I started with a steaming bowl of soup from their iconic noodle bar. Prepared fresh for every guest, the rich broth instantly reminded me why Cathay Pacific's lounges are so renowned. I followed that with creamy yogurt, chilled and topped with fruit, a healthy treat to kick off my morning. Next, I sampled eggs benedict. Soft poached eggs, silky Hollandaise, and an English muffin. Each bite was a blend of international flair and premium comfort that business class is famous for. But the highlight for me, as always, was the Filipino touch. Beef tapa served with garlic rice. Enjoying a traditional favorite in such a refined setting made me feel right at home. The beef was tender and bursting with flavor, a gourmet twist on a classic Pinoy breakfast. Throughout my stay, the lounge staff were attentive and friendly, making sure my experience was seamless and relaxing. Watching planes taxi outside while sipping coffee, I felt truly spoiled. Arriving at Hong Kong for my layover, I made my way to Cathay Pacific's flagship business lounge, the Pier. This stunning place offers a serene escape with elegant design, cozy seating, and panoramic runway views. I enjoyed a fresh bowl of noodles at the famous noodle bar and savored a calming cup of artisan tea in the peaceful tea house. With spacious relaxation areas and attentive service, the Pier transforms every layover into a luxurious retreat, perfect for recharging before the next flight. So they have blower, some body lotion, hand wash, complete with dental set, makeup pad. Very complete. You cannot look for anything else aside from this. They have a shower, all dried up. They have a towel. They have a toilet, clean toilet as well, and some tissues. So yeah, and some towels, hand towels, body towels, all good. Cool.
Good afternoon, members and guests. Cathay Pacific Airways regrets to advise you that flights...
Now, on this segment of my journey from Hong Kong to Delhi in Cathay Pacific Business Class, we settle into the flight. It's time to enjoy the appetizer service, an elegant start to a premium dining experience at 30,000 feet. My appetizer began with a beautifully presented mushroom and tofu skin salad. The mushrooms were fresh and earthy, complemented perfectly by the delicate crunch of the tofu skin. This light dish was a great way to awaken my palate without feeling heavy before the main course. Next, I savored a refreshing Asian-inspired ceviche featuring tender seafood marinated in zesty citrus and subtle herbs, a harmonious blend of vibrant flavors that brightened the meal. To round off the appetizer selection, I enjoyed a delicate pan-seared scallop served on a bed of crisp greens with a touch of citrus vinaigrette. Each bite was tender and flavorful, showcasing the kitchen's attention to balance and finesse. The elegant plating mirrored the refined ambiance of the cabin, with attentive service adding that extra touch of comfort. Enjoying these carefully curated appetizers made this flight dining experience feel special, setting a high standard for the rest of the meal. Continuing my Cathay Pacific Business Class dining experience from Hong Kong to Delhi, it's time for the main course. An impressive showcase of international flavors and culinary craftsmanship at 30,000 feet. For my main dish, I opted for the succulent, slow-cooked beef jerk served with creamy mashed potatoes and seasonal vegetables. The beef was incredibly tender, falling apart effortlessly with every bite, carrying a rich and savory depth that warmed me up on this long haul flight. The mashed potatoes were silky smooth, perfectly complementing the hearty meat, while the vegetables added a fresh and crisp contrast. Alternatively, the seafood option featured a beautifully pan-seared sea bass with a light lemon butter sauce. The fish was flaky and perfectly cooked, paired with a medley of roasted root vegetables that brought a delightful earthiness to the plate. The presentation was elegant yet inviting, reflecting Cathay Pacific's attention to detail and passion for fine dining in the skies. The cabin crew's impeccable service ensured my meal was served at just the right temperature, enhancing every flavor. Throughout the meal, I couldn't help but appreciate how Cathay Pacific manages to make in-flight dining feel luxurious and personalized, proving that eating at cruising altitude doesn't have to be ordinary. As I savored each bite, I felt grateful for the opportunity to enjoy such thoughtful cuisine while traveling halfway across the world. The main course truly set a high bar for the rest of the journey. To end my exquisite meal in Cathay Pacific Business Class, dessert arrived, an elegant and refreshing selection that perfectly balances indulgence and lightness. First up was a classic treat that never fails to impress: Häagen-Dazs ice cream, smooth, creamy, and rich. Each spoonful felt like a luxurious escape, melting effortlessly on my tongue. It was the perfect sweet finale to the savory delights that came before. Alongside the ice cream, there was a delightful assortment of biscuits, crispy and buttery. They added just the right crunch and complemented the creamy texture of the ice cream beautifully. For a sophisticated touch, a selection of fine cheeses was also offered. The cheeses were varied in flavor and texture, from mild and creamy to slightly tangy, pairing wonderfully with the fresh fruit on offer. Speaking of fruit, the platter featured an inviting mix of grapes, kiwi, dragon fruit, peach, and apple. The grapes were juicy and sweet, while the kiwi and dragon fruit introduced a burst of tropical freshness and vibrant colors. The peach slices were tender and fragrant, and the crisp apple slices added a refreshing crunch. Together, these fruits created a lively contrast to the richness of the cheeses and the ice cream. This dessert spread was a thoughtful blend of textures and flavors, making each bite a new delightful experience.